For some, the loss of a loved one leads to depression or acceptance over a period of time. There are many who have built monuments for the departed soul. There are people who have changed their life for good in remembrance of the dead, or fulfills the dream of the departed soul. Sometimes, the loss of a loved one gives an unimaginable strength that could move mountains. This is the story of a man who acted against nature for a just cause. A story that takes you to the pinnacle of self-belief, height of self-confidence, unbelievable perseverance, true grit and determination. A story of true love and service to mankind. A story that reveals that our hearts are more hard to crack than mountains. This is the story of Dashrath Manji, the man who moved a mountain so that his people could reach a doctor on time. It was in 1960. The landless laborers, the Musahars, lived amid rocky terrain in the remote Atri block of Gaya, situated in Bihar. In the hamlet of Gailur, a 300 feet high mountain loomed between them and civilization. Repeated requests for an hospital and school were made to the local authorities, but all in vain. Like all the Musahir men, Manji worked on the other side of the mountain. The trek up and around the mountain took hours. Then on a scorching day, Falguni, his beloved wife, fell ill. The doctor was in Wazirganj, 75 kilometers over the mountain. Unable to make the journey, she died. Her death only spurred him. Manji and his community knew the reason why many lives were lost. Manji thought to himself, I couldn't move the hearts of the authorities, so I shall move the mountain. Challenging the mountain, Manji sold his goats to buy a hammer, chisel, and crowbar. Unyielding, the mountain would cascade rocks at him. Hurt, he would rest and start again. People were jeering at him almost every day for wasting time. They said he has gone mad. His children also joined the others in blaming Manji. Undaunted, he kept hammering the mountain every day. Days became weeks, and weeks became months, and months became years. His predilection grew every single day. After 10 years as Manji chipped away, people saw a cleft in the mountain. Some came to help. In 1982, Gailur was in for a surprise. Manji broke through a thin wall of rock and walked out into an open space. After 22 years, Dashrath Das Manji had conquered the mountain. Wazirganj, with its doctors, jobs, and school, was now only 5 kilometers away. Manji reduced the 75-kilometer stretch to 5. People from 60 villages in Atri could use this road. Children had to walk only 3 kilometers to reach school. All that he had done was for no personal gain. I started this work out of love for my wife, but continued it for my people. This is what Manji had to say. Manji's legacy and his inspiration lives in so many of you who are moving your own mountains. How often have you looked at a problem and said, I'm going to solve it myself? How often do you make the choice to make the change? It's time to pick up the hammer ourselves and start chipping away at the insurmountable mountains that surround us. Let's do it with self-belief. Happy week ahead.